Alrighty, using standard ACLs, we're going to start creating these things, right? But before we do, there's the commands right there. I'm going to take 2 seconds, 3, 4, 5. There you go. This is how you create a standard access list. Access list 1, then what are you doing? Permitting or denying? We're denying a host. Which host? This host. And then you finish it off with access list 1, permit any. Okay, you have to have the permit. Remember, I said that in the previous lecture, in the introduction. Okay, or you can write this statement by using wildcard masks. Okay, so get used to writing wildcard masks. We have access list 1, deny 192.168.1.0. Okay, 0.000. So we're matching the entire network here. We're just blocking the whole network. All right, or no, that's 192.168. Is that 1? Oh, I think I skipped the 1 here. That should have been a 1. Doesn't matter. If you see this and all zeros, that means match exactly each octet. That's what that's doing. And that should have been a 1 right there. Okay? And then access list 1, permit any. So you permit anything else. So this is your standard access list. Okay? The next one, using a standard ACL, you have access list 1, permit 172.16, 1.0, 0.00255. Okay? Now, we're doing this to permit Telnet access. If you look at that access list, what's missing? The other permit statement, right, that I said. But I said if you start an access list with a deny, we started the access list with a permit. So we want to deny everybody else. All right, and the reason for this particular syntax is because we're going to use it for the VTY lines. All right. And then applying an access list is very simple. You go into whatever interface you're going to go into, and you're going to go IP access group, the number of the access list, either out or in. And then if you're doing it to the VTY lines, it's not IP access group, it's IP class, okay, the number, and then in. All right. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and do this. All right. Here's my lab. And we're going to be using the same lab that we had before, which is the routing lab. We already have connectivity anyway, but let's make sure we do. Let's make sure we do. Let's get our computer over here. All right, let's put this over here. Let's put this over here. Let's get the desktop. And let's ping the 172.16.1.1. And let's see what happens. Request timeout, reply. So we can get to this particular host. Awesome. So what we're going to do, we're going to create an access list that's going to block this particular host from accessing this particular host, which we just did. Okay, but we got to do it nearest the destination, which is this router right here. All righty. So let's come over here to this router, go to the CLI. Let's open this up a little bit more. We'll move this lab over here. All right, okay. As you can see, we're using OSPF, remember? All right, config T. All right, so access, you can see that, right? Let me move it a little bit more this way, because I may have moved it a little too far. Right there. Okay. Access, tab it out, access list. Again, the number, the range, access list 1, deny host. And what host are we talking about? We're talking about 192.168.1.17, right? So we're going to deny this host, 192.168.1.17, and what? And we're going to, well, that's it. There's no need to put a wildcard mask because we're using host, the word host, and we have an actual IP address. Then we're going to say access list 1, permit anything else, right? Now, just because I created the access list doesn't mean it's doing anything, because I just created it, and if I were to actually ping again, I will be able to. Let's ping. And I still can ping. Nothing's denied me yet because I need to apply it. Now, certification purposes, near the destination will be the fast Ethernet 00, which is going towards the LAN. So we're going to go into the int f0/0, enter, and then we're going to do IP access hyphen group, the number of the access list, which is 1, and it's already in the router, so we're trying to get out of the router. So it's going out. And then we're going to copy that. So now we've applied that particular access list. Okay, so let's see if it works. All right, let's get the PC back up. Let's do an up arrow. And now it's telling me unreachable, unreachable, because of that standard access list. But did we mess up the whole everybody? Let's see. Let's bring the lab back up here. Let's try this guy. Let's see what this guy has to say. Can he ping 1.1? I mean, not 1.1. Who is it? 172. Yeah, 716. Okay. Ping 172.16. What? 1.1. 1.1. He can ping it, but the other host can't. This particular network, in actuality, it will, if I were to put another computer, I would put a switch on a computer, if there would be another host, he will be able to ping, just like this one. So you see that standard access list is working. But now let's see if I wanted to do a web server type thing, right? So let's go ahead and get a server out here. Okay, let's get a server. What we'll do is we'll make it really simple. We'll create a switch real quick. Ooh. Where is my devices here? Okay, how to do that in order to get to my devices. Let's throw a 2960 up here. Okay, and then let's maximize this again. And we'll get a switch. All right, let's move this over here. And we'll connect this PC to port 1. And let's get a server. And we'll connect that to port 2. And then we'll go from the switch, port 24, to the F00. Right? So this will be 93, because if you look at the IP address here, this is 33, so the server will be 34. Okay, so let's go to the server, because the server has a web server, so that's why I'm doing that. Okay, so again, what is the IP? There we go. It's 192.168.1.34, and the mask is 240 on the 4th octet, and the gateway is 46, right? 16 is 48, it's 96. 192.168.1.46, 16 is 48, yeah, 46. And we'll always verify first that everything is correct to see if we can ping our actual gateway. All right, because we don't want to have any issues. So always verify, ping 192.168.1.46. And we indeed have communication with our gateway. So what we're going to do is, now we're going to create an extended access list, okay, let's say in this router, that will deny web access and telnet access, all right, to this particular host right here. Well, you can do web, it's a whole bunch of things you can do, because access lists are based on lines. So let's bring this over here. All right, bring our lab back up. Let's bring the CLI. Okay, we'll bring it right here. We'll do enable. Okay, config T. And then access list. Now we're doing an actual extended. So let's do access list 100. We want to deny the TCP protocol from host 192.168.1.17 to what host? To host 192.168.1.34 that equals port 80. And then we're going to do access list 100 and then permit IP, any source, any destination. Oh, I said access list, but I didn't write it. Access list 100, permit IP, any. Okay. And then we're going to apply it nearest the source. We're going to apply which we are, all right, which is router 0. So we're going to do it right on the interface. And instead of doing it right on the interface, as far as the F00, which is what you should do in your certification, we're going to do it to the serial. Well, we don't want the router to process it, so let's go ahead and do it right there. Let's apply it right there. Interface F0/0, IP access, just tab that out. 100 going in, because it's going in your router. Do WR. So, with that said, let's go ahead and get this PC up here. Oh, it was that PC. Okay. Can we ping that? 192.168.1.34. We can ping it. Not an issue. Can we go through the browser? Because that's what I'm blocking. 192.168.1.34. I shouldn't be able to. Let me click go because sometimes enter doesn't work. And you should get a request timeout sometime this century. There we go. Request timeout. So our extended access list is actually working. Now, the last example that I want to show you is how to create a standard access list. And we'll do it on this router since we haven't done anything on this router. For the Telnet lines. Okay. So let's go ahead and open that up. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll leave that one for a little bit later. Okay. So we don't run out of time. All right. But you can see a standard and extended access list is very simple. One is nearest the source, one is nearest the destination. Standard, destination, source is extended because you're more specific in what you want to do. But we'll see more examples of this later. I'll see you there.